Hello everyone, today I'll be presenting to you a type 1 somatic dysfunction muscle energy technique. So first I'm going to be palpating down his back and I'm going to see if there's any protrusions. I feel like there's something right here, something sticking out, and it's with type 1 somatic dysfunctions, it's more associated with the group of vertebrae, and I feel like there's a bit of protrusion on the right side down here. I would say it's coming from T7 maybe all the way down to like T10, and I feel like this whole region right here is protruded, so it's a rotation to the right. Now I'll just check to make sure it's not a type 2, so can I have you bend your back forward, and I feel like the prominence is still there, so can I just have you come back up, and I want you to extend your back, and the prominence is still there, so there's no improvements with flexion or extension, so it's a type 1, it's a neutral somatic dysfunction. Therefore, I only have to do some side bending and some rotation. So what I do is I first sit on the opposite side of the dysfunction. So because it's on the right, I'm going to be sitting on his left, and I'm going to be having his arm on top of my shoulder, and I'm going to be placing my hand on his ipsilateral shoulder for better leverage. And I'm just going to be monitoring right here, this group of ribs right here. And I am going to go to his restrictive barrier. So he has a type 1 somatic dysfunction. So it's T7 to T10, rotated right, side bent left. So therefore, I'm going to be rotating him left and side bending him on the right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring him to his restrictive barrier, which is right, side bent right here. There, I feel it. And I'm going to be rotating him to the left, all the way to those vertebral levels. There you go. And I'm going to have you try to bring yourself back to neutral, back to normal. So 1, 2, 3, stop. Relax for 3 seconds, post-isometric relaxation period. Then I'm going to bring you to your new feather's edge. So side bending again. And then rotation this way to the vertebral levels. And can I have you bring yourself forward? 1, 2, 3, stop. Then post-isometric relaxation period for 3 seconds. And then afterwards, I'm going to bring him to your new feather's edge. Some more side bending and more rotation. This is a direct and active technique. I'm going to have you bring yourself forward again, back to neutral. Yeah. 2, 3, and then stop. Then relax, 1, 2, 3, then more side bending and more rotation. And just gonna have you do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, and stop. And then I'll further side bending and further rotation. Now I'm just gonna bring him back to normal, back to neutral. I'm just gonna palpate down, and I see that there's no protrusion anymore. So therefore I fix this type 1 somatic dysfunction. And that's all.